Good morning, student. Now, today we will see the next part of this circle, chord, and arcs. Okay. So, already you have studied how to find, how to solve this example if distance between this center and chord is given and radius is given. So, how to find the length of chord, or length of chord is given, radius is given, then how to find distance between these two. Okay. Already you have studied that theorem, that is the perpendicular drawn from the center of circle to the chord bisect the chord. Now you have to study now arc corresponding to the chord of a circle. This is the circle, C is the center, AB is the chord, and CA and CB are the radius of circle. Here we have taken these 2 points Y and X on the circle. So in the adjoining figure, segment AB is the chord of a circle with a center. Here they given O, but here in the maybe printing mistake, so this is O. Okay, no problem. Arc AXB is the minor arc. We know this is the minor, and this is the AYB is the major arc. These two arcs are called corresponding arcs of chord AB. These arcs correspond to chord AB, means this side minor, this side major arc. Moreover, chord AB called corresponding chord of arc AXB. This AB chord called corresponding chord of this arc AXB and arc AYB. Okay, now how to find the distance between, or whatever be the measure. So we will see the this congruent arcs. So some properties related to these arcs. Okay, so if the measure of two arcs of circle are same, then two arcs are congruent. Means what? Here in the circle, suppose this is the center O, these are AXB and this DYC. If this angle AOB and COD, these two angles are congruent, this is given congruent, then their corresponding arcs are congruent. We know this central, this measure of this angle is equal to the central angle. Okay, the central angle whatever be, suppose the measure of this angle is suppose 50, so measure arc AXB also 50. Okay, so this is 50, this is 50, these angles are congruent, automatically their arcs are congruent, because we know the measure of this arc is equal to the central angle. So measure arc AXB is equal to measure arc CYD. Okay, this, then if these measures are same, so we can say these two arcs are congruent. Okay, so then you have to do the activity. Here they have given here activity. So you can do this activity also. You write this one in your notebook. This is congruent arc. Okay, so here this point here you have to write in your notebook. So what is the activity first? Here you draw only one circle. You can do it practically also. Okay, with the center O, draw angle COD like this, COD and AOB of the same measure. These two angles should be same measure. Using protractor you can draw it, AOB and COD. Okay, measure of you this one. Then you just draw these two chords AB and CD. Using compass, experience that the length of chord AB and CD are also same. If these two angles are same, the measure of these two arcs are same, so automatically these two chords are congruent. Means if the measure of arcs are same, then these chords are congruent. This is the first activity. Activity second is what? See here. Draw a circle with center C. Draw the congruent chords. Yes, using scale you can compass. You just take the same measure, join it, and then join with the center. And what then? Here you have to measure this angle. Okay, this measure is same. Check the angle ACB and DCE. They are automatically congruent. When the chords are congruent. Means two properties, two activities, properties you have studied from this activity. First is, if angles are congruent, central angles are congruent, then chords are congruent. Or arcs are, measure of arcs are congruent, then corresponding chords are congruent. Another property in say second activity what you studied, if chords are congruent, then these central angles are congruent. So these two are two activities you have studied from this one. Now this is the last exercise from the book. Means this year syllabus will be finished, and immediately we will start our new part, that is the scholarship book. Okay, we will see some example from the scholarship book now. So these two examples we will solve. So just see carefully, and if any doubt you can ask. So suppose this is the first one. The diameter PQ and RS. This PQ and RS is the diameter, C is the center of circle. These two diameters intersect each other at a right angle, perpendicular. These two diameters are perpendicular to each other. Then what you have to show? Why are PS and arc PS? Arc PS means this is an arc, this PS and SQ. This is arc SQ and PS are congruent. Write the other arcs which are congruent to arc PS. First we have to show how this PS and SQ are congruent. Okay. So now first we will see these. We know this is the central angle with made with the center. C is the center. So if angle PCS. So if you see this is perpendicular now. So what is the measure? Measure of angle, this one perpendicular means 90 degree. So now, so can we say this measure angle PCS is 90. So this measure arc PS is also 90 because corresponding arc. Okay. This one central angle, this is the by definition of minor arc. This is what? Minor arc. No, don't be by definition of minor arc. You can write this reason. Okay. Similarly, here and angle QCS. This is also 90. We know 90. Therefore, measure arc QS, this one, this is also 90. So same reason by definition of minor arc. This is minor arc, no? Same central angle, definition of minor arc. Okay, here you have to write the reason, definition of minor arc. Now, if we see this one first, this one second. So can we say this measure arc PS is 90, SQ is also 90 QS. So can we say these two are congruent? Yes, if measure are same, directly we can say therefore arc PS is congruent to arc QS. How this one? From first and second. Okay, first and second what we shown? These two angles are, to a measure of these two arcs are congruent, so they are congruent. Okay, so now here what you have to write then afterward? Write the other arcs which are congruent to PS. Then can you find directly now? This is 90, this is 90, this is 90. So this arc PS already we found congruent to arc QS. Okay, this is first. Then arc PS. Can we say this is also? Yes, because this is also congruent. So arc QR and arc again arc PS is congruent to arc PR. Okay, because all these angles are 90. So measure of these arcs are congruent. This is arc. So measure of arcs are congruent. Here we can see reason for this: measure of all arcs are what is 90 degree. So this is the reason. So this is the proof of this theorem. Very simple. You just study, see it, and by the property here we have to find the answer. Now see second one. So second here I have written only this part, find, then remaining part in the book is given. So what we have to find? Angle AOB. First we will see this, what is in the figure. O is the center, ML is the diameter of circle. Okay, ML is the diameter of circle. So this angle is given 100 degree, means MOA is 100, MOD is 100. Okay, then angle BON 35, CON is 35. So using this measure, first one here you have to find this measure of these two angles. See, this first and second I will solve, third one you have to solve. So okay, solution. So now first what we have to find? AOB. See there, this is diameter, means this total angle. If we have to take, what is the measure of this one? Straight angle. We know this is what? 180 degree. So here can we write this one? Measure angle MOA plus measure angle AOB. See, this all. Okay. Then measure angle BON. This is what? 180 degree, because all this angle like this, no? So this measure total sum is 180 degree. So semicircular arc. This is what? Semicircular arc. Semicircular means half of circle. We know measure of circle is 360. So half of it is what? 180. So put the value. This is MOA 100. AOB we don't know. Write as it is. BON is 35 is equal to 180. So what is this sum? 135 plus major angle AOB is equal to 180. So this 135 is plus, when it goes that side, minus. So 180 minus 135. So therefore, major angle AOB, what is the subtraction? 5, 45. So first measure we found here. Similarly, now which one we have to find? COD, COD, this side now. So can we take MOD plus COD plus LOC? This is 180, same. So here we can say major angle MOD plus major angle COD, this one we have to find, plus major angle CON, this is also 180. For this side part also semicircular. So this is semicircle, circular arc. Okay, so now put the value. Again, MOD is 100 plus COD, we have to find this one 35, 180. Now we know major angle COD is equal to 180. This sum is 135. When it goes that side, minus. So therefore major angle COD subtraction is 45 degree. So we found second measure also. Okay, this one. Now here we have to show arc AB and arc CD. This arc AB means round this and CD are congruent. It's very simple. See there. This is suppose first. This is second. Which angle? AOB. AOB. This is 45. Okay. And COD. This is also 45. So what is the major arc AB? 45. Major arc CD? 45. If major are same, then these two chords are congruent. So first one, here we have given the number first and second. Here we can see major angle AOB is 45. AOB is 45. So major arc AB is 45 degree from first. Because this is the AOB is the central angle of this arc AB. So this is also 45, and also major arc CD, it is also 45 degree. This is from second. So these two angles measures are same. So directly we can say arc AB is congruent to arc CD because these two measures are same. Like this, you have to show this chord AB. Chord AB and chord CD are congruent. How to show this chord congruent? Already you have studied one activity. If these angles are congruent, then these chords are congruent. Only here you have to write angle AOB is 45, COD is 45. And directly, therefore, chord AB is congruent to chord CD. This third proof you have to write. Then solve this, write in your notebook and send it. This is the last lesson of this textbook. Then afterward, we will see the scholarship example. Thank you. Have a nice day.